Okay, folks, we've already talked about how week one of free agency shook out for the LA Chargers. Some slick moves, some gaps still staring us in the face. But now it's time to take this thing to the next level. I fired up Pro Football Focus's mock draft simulator. Yeah, the good stuff. And plugged in all the Chargers free agent signings so far to see how this roster's looking heading into the 2025 NFL draft. We're talking a fresh 3-round mock draft built from the ground up, and let me tell you, it's got some juice. What's up, Chargers fans? Welcome to the NFL Playbook Chargers. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. This channel is all about breaking down everything you need to know about the Bolts. So rewind a second. Free agency's given us a clearer snapshot of this Chargers squad. They've locked in some key pieces, no doubt, but there's still work to do. And that's where the draft comes in, right? This first week of moves? It's like the Chargers handed us a playbook for what they're prioritizing in April. With those signings in the books, I ran the simulator, and we're about to break down how the Chargers can fill those roster holes over 3 rounds. Trust me, this isn't just throwing darts at a board. This is about what makes sense for this team right now, based on who they've added and who they still need. All right, let's talk round 1, pick 22, and the Chargers are on the clock. Boom, they snag Michigan's Colston Loveland, tight end. And folks, this could be a game changer. Look, the Chargers have been swinging and missing at tight end all offseason. Nobody's stepped up as that legit TE1 yet. They need someone to juice up that offense, give Justin Herbert a real weapon, and Loveland, he's screaming, "I'm your guy." Now, here's the deal. The 2025 tight end class is stacked. Plenty of options. The Chargers could wait, maybe grab a pass catcher in the mid-rounds, and sure, there's some upside there. But let's be real. Mid-round tight ends are a roll of the dice. You might hit, you might flop. Loveland, though? No guesswork needed. This kid's got all the tools to be the next big thing at the position. Smooth hands, great size, the whole package. Plug him into this offense, and he's not just a piece, he's a cornerstone. If he's sitting there at 22, I'm telling you right now, the Chargers have to pull the trigger, and I'd bet they will. No hesitation. The only snag? Will he even be on the board? That's the million-dollar question. Teams above them might get wise and scoop him up early. If that happens, the Bolts are scrambling, forced to pivot fast. But if Loveland's there at 22, oh man, that's a no-brainer. It's a pick that could set this offense up for years. And on round 2, pick 55, and the Chargers go with Ohio State's Jack Sawyer, edge rusher, and this pick's got some serious meat on it. The Chargers kicked off free agency by locking down Khalil Mack the second the tampering window cracked open last Monday. Smart move, no doubt. Mack's a beast, but here's the thing. Even with him back, that edge rusher spot's still begging for attention in the 2025 draft. It's not all set just yet. Here's where the Chargers are at. They're stuck at a fork in the road. They need bodies for 2025, some depth to throw into the mix right away, but they've also got to think long game. Max deal? It's just 1 year. No guarantees he's sticking around past 2025. So they've got to plan ahead, and Jack Sawyer fits that puzzle like a glove. This dude's a straight-up menace off the edge, plays that tough, gritty style Jim Harbaugh eats up. Best run defender at his spot in this draft? You could make that case, no question. He's ready to step in day one as a rotational guy on early downs, stuffing the run like it's his job, because it is. Now, pass rushing? He's got real potential there, but it's not polished yet. Needs some time to cook, sharpen those moves. That's where the Chargers are perfect for him. He lands here, makes a splash as a rookie, then grows into something even nastier by 2026 and beyond. It's like they're drafting a guy who can help now and turn into a long-term stud. Sawyer at 55? That's a pick that's got brains and brawn written all over it. Okay, moving to round 3, pick 86, and the Chargers grab Georgia's Tate Ratledge, offensive lineman, and this one's got some sneaky upside. Let's break it down. The Chargers already made a splash in free agency, signing Mekhi Becton to slide in as the new starting right guard. That's a big upgrade over Trey Pipkins, no doubt. Becton's going to bring some juice to that line. But hold up, folks, it's not enough to call it a day. That offensive front still needs work. Here's the big one. Los Angeles has to figure out the center spot this offseason. They shocked everybody by re-signing Bradley Bozeman, last year's starter. But let's be real, nobody's cheering for that. Not a single Chargers fan wants Bozeman back out there. Guy was one of the weakest centers in the league last season, and that's being kind. So enter Tate Ratledge. This Georgia kid's a guard by trade, but he's got that versatility that makes you sit up. He worked out at center during the NFL Combine, and that's got people talking. Could he be the answer at center next season? You bet he could. But it gets better. He's not just a one-trick pony. The Chargers have been tossing around the idea of shifting Zion Johnson over to center. With Ratledge in the mix, they've got options. Plug Johnson at center, slide Ratledge over to left guard, and see what sticks. It's like a choose-your-own-adventure for the O-line. Ratledge at 86 gives them a guy who can step in, compete, and maybe lock down that center gig. Or flex wherever they need him. That's the kind of pick that keeps a line humming and gives the coaches some wiggle room to play with. So, the Chargers' free agency moves and a 3-round mock draft that's got some serious potential. From Colston Loveland lighting up the offense to Jack Sawyer beefing up that edge and Tate Ratledge giving the O-line some flex. This team's starting to take shape for 2025. So, what do you think? Which of these picks gets you the most hyped? Or what position do you think the Chargers still need to hit in the draft? Share your thoughts in the comments section.